Hi guys, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to draw psychological level on gold. So this is our next topic and we are going to be dealing with it. Now before we get started, if you want to learn anything about trading, you please hit the subscribe button and follow me so that you can get updates on my post anytime I post here. Okay, let's get right into it. Now we are already on gold, and as you can see, we're going to be using this horizontal ray to draw our psychological zone. Horizontal ray to draw our psychological zone. First of all, let's talk about what psychological zone are. Psychological zone are those that the big men in traders look at, companies, banks look at. That is mostly the places they set their stop loss and take profits. Those are psychological zone in gold. Now, why is psychological zone important? Psychological zone is important because once the trade gets to a psychological zone, there must be a reaction. Mostly in gold, there must be a reaction in the trade. That's why it is very important to look at your psychological zone. So now let's get into it. Psychological zone is mostly the difference of 50-50 pips. Now you can see this line I draw here, this line here. Now you can just correct yourself. You retype it. Let me show you something. Okay. Settings. Sorry about that. Coordinates. You go to settings, you come to coordinates, you can see here is 2441.868. This is not a psychological zone. To get the right psychological zone, you clean here like this. Supposed to be 40 point 40.00. This is your psychological zone. Now look at it. Here is a psychological zone. Now if you want to be going down or up, do it like this. Now you go to the next one, horizontal ray. I'm using my phone so that most people that don't have a laptop can learn. Now you draw it. Your next psychological zone will be 50. So you can see 50. 2450.55. Now you correct it, come here, settings 00. Now you have your correct psychological zone. You can see yes, psychological level, yes, also a psychological level. Now let's add one before, because the video is not supposed to be long. Let's add one. Let's add one. Now this one should be 35. 35, as you can see, 35. Now 2435.00. Now you correct it again. Now, here's another psychological zone. Now, these are three psychological zones we already marked out. Sorry about this. These are three psychological zones we already marked out, and these are zones that you look at in gold. These are levels that you look at in gold while trading. They are very, very important. Okay, this one is psychological zone, the 15 minutes time frame. These are psychological zone, whether you are drawing it on a 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, any minute at all. Psychological zone are 50 pips different. They are very important zone that you need to look at in your trade so that you don't get stopped out. Okay, let me explain more about psychological zone. Like psychological zone are whole numbers. They are whole numbers that you look at in gold. Whole numbers, just like this 2450 50 is a whole number, 40, 35. All these ones are whole numbers that you look at in a zone. Let's take this for an example. Like maybe you go to the market, you want to buy something. Let's say you want to buy TV. Then maybe they tell you this TV is 2,450. If you want to price, you will price with like 2,445. Okay, we did not draw that one. Let's draw it now. Like we missed that. There's a psychological zone before. This 240 supposed to have 445 before 450. Okay, we just noticed that one. Now 245. This one is, yes, 245. Now you correct it. $245. Hey, simple. Now if you want to price things in the market now, they tell you this TV is 2,450. Now if you want to price, you will say 2,000. Maybe you will say 2,440. Maybe the person will now say no, give me 2,445. These are whole numbers, mostly zones that most big traders, big markets, and big enterprise set their stop loss and take profits. So once maybe you invest in something now, maybe you invest in forex, most of people that knows about forex, and someone puts, let's say, $1 billion, and you put just $2,000. Let's take that for example, and the person says, okay, if this market gets to 2,450, I will remove my money. Those are what most enterprise and most bank do in trading. Now when it gets to this 2,450 and the person removes his money and your money is still there, you are losing already, because the market will be dropping down, because they have removed a big amount of money. They have studied gold and see that, okay, most of these things happen in this psychological zone. That's how this psychological zone came about. It's very simple and it's not something to stress about. So like I said before, we are going to learn all the basics before going to strategies and everything you need to know. So do have a nice day for now, and goodbye. Peace.